لله الذي لم يخلق الإنسان عبثا ولم يخلقه سدى بل خلقه ليشكره وكلفه ليشكره أناط سعادته وكماله بطاعته وربط شقاءه وخسرانه بمعصيته القائل أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون وأفضل الصلاة كم التسليم على أفضل وأشرف وخير وأزكى خلق الله خير من جاء لهداية البشر وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى أزواجه أمهات المؤمنين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters in deen, I enjoin upon you and upon myself the fear of Allah Ta'ala. Allah the Exalted said in the verse of the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا إن تتقوا الله يجعل لكم فرقانا. Allah the Exalted in this noble verse of the Quran is saying that يا أيها الذين آمنوا you believe إن تتقوا الله, you are conscious of Allah Ta'ala, يجعل لكم فرقانا, He gives you criteria. He gives you the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. And in a related verse of the Quran, Allah Ta'ala is saying that يا أيها الذين آمنوا, Allah Ta'ala is saying ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. Allah the Exalted said ومن يتق الله, whoever is conscious of Allah Ta'ala, He shows his way out and also enriches improvements he never expected. Inshallah, my brothers and sisters in deen, in today's khutbah, what we will draw our attention to is one of the noble hadith of the Messenger of Allah, where he is saying in a hadith transmitted by Imam Muslim on the authority of Abu Hurairah, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ لَا تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ حَتَّى تُؤْمِنُوا وَلَا تُؤْمِنُوا حَتَّى تَحَابُّوا أَوْ أَدُلُّكُمْ عَلَى شَيْءٍ إِذَا فَعَلْتُمُوهُ تَحَابَبْتُمْ أَفْشَوْا السَّلَامَ بَيْنِكُمْ. The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in this noble hadith is reminding us of some very key things, or some very important things that yes, for us to be successful in this life and the hereafter, for us to be granted Jannah, we have to take care of them. And to show the importance of what he wants to draw our attention, he did not go straight to mentioning it, but rather he began by swearing before telling us what he wanted to tell us. So in that hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدِهِ, he said, I swear by the one in whose hand my soul is. That is, he is swearing by Allah Ta'ala. He said, لَا تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ, he said, you will not enter the paradise حَتَّى تُؤْمِنُوا, until you believe. It is the Jannah, it is exclusively meant for those who believe, who so-called believers. It is exclusively meant for those who believe in Allah Ta'ala. He said, لَا تَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ حَتَّى تُؤْمِنُوا. He said, you cannot enter the paradise until you believe in Allah Ta'ala. Until you believe in Allah, believe in His Messenger, and live your life in conformity with that. It is easy for one to say, yes, I'm a believer. But in various verses of the Quran, Allah Ta'ala gave us some qualities, some of the characteristics, some of the features of those who believe in Allah Ta'ala. We have a surah named after the believers, Surah Al-Mu'minun. In that verse, in that surah, Allah Ta'ala mentions some of the qualities of the believers. And in a verse also, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala was talking about the believers. He said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ ثُمَّ لم إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله ثم لم يرتابوا وجاهدوا بأموالهم وأنفسهم. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in this verse says, إنما المؤمنون. When you say you are a believer, they say certainly those who believe are who? إنما المؤمنون الذين آمنوا بالله ورسوله. They are those who sincerely believe in Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. ثم لم يرتابوا in Allah and His Messenger. ثم لم يرتابوا, and they have no doubt in their mind, but also they strive with the cause of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala with their wealth and their soul. So the Muslim here is telling us that you can enter the paradise until you want, until you believe. So believers in Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala are those who truly believe in Him, those who truly submit to Him. Those who are true Muslims. And we can summarize the life of the believers as said by Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha. You know, the best of the believers, the role model for the believers is who? The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He believes in Allah, he believed in Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. He submitted himself to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And for anyone to truly know that he believes in Allah is by he comparing his own life with that of the Messenger of Allah. That's what Allah Ta'ala said in the hadith that كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. There are a lot of moralities, there are a lot of noble characters, good behaviors for you to copy from who? The Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And in a very short statement, Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha was able to give total, that is complete description of the character of Rasulullah, more than 100% accurate. That is, she gave accurate and complete without leaving anything behind. That is the character, the description of who the Rasulullah was. What was she saying? Sometimes some Sahabas came to Aisha radiallahu anha asking her that كيف كان خلق الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم. What is the behavior? What is the character of Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم? What was the answer she gave them? She said to them كان خلقه القرآن. She said to them his character is what? The Quran. She did not say he believes in Allah. She did not say he is an honest person. Because if she is going to count that way, she cannot complete. She definitely is a lot of things. But she just what? His kind of Quran. His character is what? It's the Quran. So a mu'min is someone who truly believes in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A mu'min is someone who truly believes in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the rest of the business of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Prophet let me telling us that you cannot enter the Jannah until you are what? You are a believer. And also he now picked one vital behavior or character or future of the believers in that hadith, and he also mentioned with that character, if we maintain them, we will have a peaceful world, we will have a successful world, we will be builders of the world, not destroyers of the world. And what is that character? Then he said, وَلَا تُؤْمِنُ, and you cannot be believers حَتَّى تَحَابُّ, until you love one another. You can't get anywhere when you don't love yourself. You can't get anywhere when you hate yourself. Because when you love someone, you want the best for the person. And when you hate someone, you want to destroy the person. And there's one thing about this life, and I usually say to my brothers and sisters, you cannot get anywhere without me, and I can't get anywhere without you. Because that's how Allah designed the world. He is the only person who doesn't need anybody. He is the only person who doesn't need anybody. Just like I used to say to my brothers and sisters, the houses or the houses in Nigeria can't get anywhere without the Igbos and the Yorubas. And the Yorubas can't get anywhere without the houses and the Igbos. And the Igbos can't get anywhere without the houses and the Yoruba. Any tribe, any region, any part of the world. Today there is war in Ukraine. I am not a Ukrainian. So why am I crying about inflation? Because we are connected. Allah designed the world in a way that we are interdependent. You need me, I need you. You are not doing me a favor. You need me, I need you. The rich man needs the poor man, and the poor man needs the rich man. Those in power need those outside power, and those outside power need those in power. The men need the women, and the women need the men. The older ones need the younger ones, and the younger ones need the older ones. And the reason it is that is this, because nobody is completely rich, and nobody is completely poor. I usually say to my brothers and sisters, in some time, somebody may feel he is poor, and another person is what? Is rich. What is wealth? Because our problem begins from your own understanding of what wealth is. What is wealth? Wealth doesn't just mean money. What is wealth? كل من تفع به. Anything useful is wealth. Anything useful is wealth. What you use money to get, another person will use his own connection to get it. You use what you have to what? To get what you want. كل ما تدفع به, anything useful. What you use money to buy, somebody will come and talk and get it and go. What you buy with your money, another person will wear his uniform and you will get it and go. That's the life. In the past, if somebody wants something, they have rice, he will use the rice and get it. Another one will use beans and get it. Another person will use what? Salt and get it. Trade by barter. I mean, I take for example now, as they say, Russia cannot what? Transact business in what? In dollar. I mean, okay, they say they don't want dollar, they will still do business. And they want to still do business. You want to buy their own thing. What do? They say, get our own money to buy. Why? Because we need ourselves. That person you put sanction on, he has something that yes, you can also not do without. That's what is leveraging on. So that means it is not only the person that needs you. He needs you, you also what? Need him. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in the verse of the Quran told us that أَهُمْ يَقْسِمُونَ رَحْمَةَ رَبِّكَ نَحْنُ قَسَّمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَتَهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَرَفَعْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ فَوْقَ بَعْضٍ دَرَجَاتٍ لِيَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُهُم بَعْضًا سُخْرِيًّا وَرَحْمَةُ رَبِّكَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. Allah the Exalted in this noble verse of the Quran is saying, أَهُمْ يَقْسِمُونَ رَحْمَةَ رَبِّكَ. He said, are they the ones sharing the bounties of your Lord? and then they want sharing the blessings, the favors of your Lord Ta'ala. He's the one who shares. He's the one who gives whoever he likes, whatever he likes. They say, نَحْنُ قَسَمْنَا بَيْنَهُمْ مَعِيشَتَهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. We share their means of livelihood for them in this world. وَرَفَعْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ فَوْقَ بَعْضٍ دَرَجَاتٍ لِيَتَّخِذَ بَعْضُهُم بَعْضًا سُخْرِيًّا. And we elevated one party above the other, so that one party will take the other as a laborer. And when they take for one party to take each other as a laborer, everybody is a laborer to somebody. And somebody is also a laborer to everybody. So for us to be successful in this world and in the hereafter, we need to believe in Allah Ta'ala, and we also need to what? To love one another. And when I say loving one another, first of all, as a Muslim, you need to love your Muslim brother, irrespective of his tribe, irrespective of his status. You love him. You are not loving him for any other reason except for whose sake? For Allah's sake. And that guarantees you one thing. In a hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that 7 people, يَظِلُّهُمُ اللَّهُ يَوْمَ لَا ظِلَّ إِلَّا ظِلُّهُ. Allah Ta'ala will put them under his shade in a day that there is no any other shade except that shade. Among those people he said what? رَجُلَانِ two men تَحَابَّا فِي اللَّهِ, that love one another for the sake of Allah Ta'ala. For Allah's sake, as a Muslim, why will you hate your brother? And sometimes I usually even say to my brothers and sisters, as a Muslim, you are not supposed to even hate a kafir as a person. Your problem with him is the wrong thing he is doing. You don't hate him as a person, you love him as a person. Because as a Muslim, you want to go to Jannah and also pick a kafir along with you to Jannah. Today you will mention Khalid bin Walid, you will say radiallahu anhu. You will mention Zaydna Umar, you will say radiallahu. They were also kuffar before. They were what? Yes, could be right. They were also kuffar before. They were idol worshippers before. They fought the Prophet before. They were his enemies before. But the Prophet's effort was what? To bring them to where he is. To take them to where he is going. Not me and you today. Today you go to level of hating your brother, you want to chase the one inside yourself out of yourself. Not pulling the one out of yourself into yourself. So the Messenger here categorically made it clear to us, you cannot be a mu'min. One of the yardstick or one of the things that will show your sincere iman is you loving your brothers. And when you love your brothers, then you want the best for them. You want good for them the way you want for yourself. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. The Messenger said in the hadith of Imam Bukhari, in this hadith as well, لا يؤمن أحدكم. One of you is not a believer حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه, until he likes for his brother what he likes for himself. لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. There is one point I want us to note. The way you treat others, that's how Allah will treat you. Your relationship with Allah. So that's why check your relationship with other people. Because Allah gives you back what you give to other people. The Prophet have said to us in various hadiths clearly. In a hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that Irhamu man fil ard, Irhamu man fil salam. Show mercy to those on the earth. The the one in the heaven will show what? Mercy to you. He said, "Man la yarham, la yarham." The one who doesn't show mercy, then he will also not see what? Mercy. He said, "Wallahu fi awdi al-abd." Allah assists or supports his servant. Ma dama al-abdu fi awdi akhihi. So long as his servant helps his what? His brother. Or he said, when you conceal the shortcoming of your brother, Allah will conceal your shortcoming in this world and in the hereafter. You want Allah to forgive you, then you also forgive others. Allah said, "Allah tuhibbuna an yaghfira Allahu lakum, wallahu ghafurur rahim." وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. Many of us sometimes somebody will feel, "Okay, I'm praying but I'm not seeing results." Some of the reasons why you don't see results is because of the way you also relate with other people. I want us to understand something. Islam is not just about your relationship with Allah. It's a combination of your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and also how we treat the creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are His property. We are Allah's property. And when you mess up with anyone's property, what happens? He fights back. We are Allah's property. The creatures are Allah's property. So when you love Allah's property, He loves you back. And when you abuse His property, what happens? He disciplines you in His own way. So my brothers and sisters, indeed, let's try to digest this hadith and make it part and parcel of our life. He said, "La tadkhulul jannah hatta tu'minu." You can enter paradise until you what? Believe. It is the owner of the paradise that sent you to tell us that. So if you want the paradise, then follow his own guideline. You can enter paradise, you can enter Jannah, you cannot attain a Muslim until you believe in Allah. And you cannot be a believer until you love one another. That is as a people. Then he now went further to teach us what if we do, it will bring about love among ourselves. Then he said, "Allah, adullukum ala shay'in." I show you something. If you do tahabbum, you will love one another. Then he said, "Abshiru salam baynikum." Spread salam among yourselves. Don't see people and turn your face. See people, say salam to them. You know, sometimes somebody may say, "Okay, but I don't know them." Yes, salam is not meant for those who you know. Salam is meant for those you meet. In a related hadith by Imam al-Bukhari, the Prophet is saying what? تطعم الطعام وتقرأ السلام على من عرفت ومن لم تعرف. He said, تطعم الطعام, feed others, وتقرأ السلام, and say salam, that is greet, على من عرفت, to the person you know, ومن لم تعرف, and the one you don't know. But today, many of us are here today. You pass by people, you don't see look at what their face. As if you've seen sheets. The younger one will see an elder, he doesn't care. And if you look at the discipline of Islam, it gives you guidelines as to how to do things. As a Muslim, because when you come somewhere, you will know when it is a duty upon you to say the salam. Take for instance, there's somebody sitting down, you passing by, then you are the one who's supposed to say salam to the person. Or so maybe somebody, riding on something, and the one walking, the one riding is the one who's supposed to what? Say salam. And you may be a group of people coming, maybe one is
one, and there may be about 2 or 3 people coming from the other side. The smaller number will say salam to the bigger number. A younger one and an older one meet. Who should say salam? And the younger one should say salam to the older one. Islam is a deen of discipline, is a deen of respect. The Messenger of Allah said to us in the hadith that man lam yuqad kabirana wa lam yarham saghirana falaysa minna. The one who does not respect our elders, and the elder who does not show mercy to the younger one, is not part of us. So my brothers and sisters in deen, we need to be thankful to Allah Ta'ala for making us Muslims. Wallahi, no one's life is as organized as a Muslim. And no one is as protected as a Muslim. And also, when a Muslim abandons the teachings of Allah, then no one's life will be more disorganized than his own. And no one will be more tested by Allah when he disobeys Allah, when he abandons Allah more than a Muslim. Yes, take for example, if a prophet makes small mistake, the way Allah will make him sharp is faster than if it is somebody like me and you. The Prophet said in the hadith that Ashaddu Nasi Bala, those Allah tests most, he said what? Al-Anbiya, the Prophet, Summa Salihun, then the righteous ones, Summa Al-Abdal, Al-Abdal, and it goes according to their level of what? Righteousness. And I want to remind them the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. What he did to somebody like me and you, who will feel he did not commit any crime, but still as a messenger, Allah doesn't play with them because they are the role models. Allah Ta'ala, just for what all common, that is to us, commonsensically, let me put it that way, or rationally we feel he has not done anything abnormal. But to Allah, they are people who are supposed to do things based on Allah's instruction. Slight mistake, Allah Ta'ala made him to be swallowed by what? The whale. And with all that Allah Ta'ala said to us in the verse of the Quran, that فَلَوْلَا أَنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُسَبِّحِينَ لَلَبِثَ فِي بَطْنِهِ إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. If not because he's one of those who does tasbih, then he would have remained in the belly of that whale till the last day. So my brothers and sisters in need, let's try to comply with the teachings of Allah. Let's believe in Allah and loving one another. There is nothing in this world. Don't fight anybody for the sake of this world, because nobody owns the world and nobody will ever own it. We all come in. You will only use what Allah has allowed you to use within certain period, and you will leave it and go. It belongs to Him and you will inherit it. Nobody is going to inherit anything. Allah said to us in the verse of the Quran that وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فُرَادًا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. He said, you are going to come back to us alone, empty-handed, the way we created you at the initial stage. And time will come, He will clear all of us. Then He said to us, Inna, He said, certainly I, that is He, that is we, that is He, Allah Ta'ala, Inna nahnu narithu al-arda wa man 'alayha. We are going to inherit the earth and whatever or whoever is on it, and everybody is coming back to us. So don't waste your time. You don't own anything. Whatever you have access to, it is just an opportunity given to you by Allah to use it to build your house. That's all. Anything you have, I usually say for us, don't deceive yourself. You don't own anything. Your wife is not your property. Your child is not your property. Your house is not your property. When I say property, it is not everlasting. You only have temporary connection to anything in this life. Temporary. Anything. The wife, yes, you can be alive and somebody will marry her. Or you die, somebody marries her. Yes, your daughter, you raise her, after a while you give another man. Because we want to see how you ask another man for permission to see your own daughter. If the office you are in today, somebody left and you enter, tomorrow you leave and somebody will enter. That's the life, so don't waste your time. The money, you are shouting my money. You will see one car, you like the car, you give somebody the money and you collect the car from the person. The money becomes his and the car becomes what? Yours. So what is in this life? That's what Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is saying to us, He said, your wealth, certainly your wealth and your children are what? Fitna, trials. So don't fail. عباد الله أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله العظيم الذي لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه ما بعد عباد الله. My brothers and sisters in deen, I want to draw our attention to my scholar, reminding us about this life. He said that دار المرء بعد الموت يسكنها إلا الذي كان قبل الموت بانيها فإن بناها بخير طاب مسكنه وإن بناها بشر طاب بانيها. He said that now there is no accord, there is no place for one to live by the motive after death. يسكنها that is going to live. إلا الذي كان قبل الموت بانيها, except the one he built before his death. فإن بناها بخير, if he built it with good, طاب مسكنه, his abode, his place, his dwelling place will be good. وإن بناها بشر, if he built it with evil, طاب بانيها, such a builder is in loss. So look at your deed in this life as building your house on the character. If you live a righteous life, then you build a good house. And if you live an unrighteous life, then you are going to regret the kind of house you are going to live in when you get to the character. This world is the place you build your house in the character. And how you build it is by what you do. And I used to say to my brothers and sisters, those who will have Jannah are those who build the world, and those who will have hell are those who destroy this world. Because when you look at everything commanded by Allah for you to do, when you do them are things that build the world. And things prohibited by Allah are things that when you do them, they destroy the world. Take for instance, Allah Ta'ala, when you believe in Allah, it saves your life from what? Being what? A servant to a creature like yourself. Instead of serving a creature, instead of worshiping a creature, you end up worshiping Allah. And when you worship, there's one thing we need to do. If you serve Allah, you have the 100% benefit of your action comes back to you. But when you serve any other thing other than Allah, the benefit mostly goes to that thing, not to you. Like now, if you are a slave to a human being, then everything you own belongs to that person. Have it? You say, I need to know, don't give me. Have it? I need to know, have it? Aha. Have it? So the owner of the servant owns what the servants have. So when you are a servant to a creature, he uses you. But when you are a servant to Allah, you use him. He benefits you. He doesn't need you. Before you came into existence, he is Allah. When you came into existence, he is Allah. And the day you will leave, you remain Allah, because you didn't add and you didn't remove anything. Unlike creature that is different from you, if you are serving somebody, you give him something. Or maybe let's assume you are driving somebody. As you are driving, he's relaxing. I mean, he saves his own energy. We thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for making us Muslim. May Allah Ta'ala make us people who will love ourselves, who will love others, not for any other reason but rather for Allah Ta'ala's sake. And like I said, we pray that Allah Ta'ala make us Muslims, that even non-Muslims would love them to see we and them ending in Jannah. How do I mean by loving them? The work in trying to bring them to the path which leads you to Jannah also. Because it's yours. So ادخلوا إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم لا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا كربا إلا نفسته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا عسيرا إلا يسرته ولا عدوا إلا خذلته ولا مبتلا إلا عافيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاة إلا أعدتنا على قضايا الراحمين. اللهم بعلمك الغيب وقدرتك على الخلق أحينا مع علمك الحياة خيرا لنا وتوفنا إذا علمت الوفاة خيرا لنا. اللهم إنا نسألك خشيتك في الغيب والشهادة ونسألك كلمة الحق في الرضا والغضب ونسألك القصد في الغنى والفقر ونسألك نعيما لا ينفد ونسألك قرة عين لا تنقطع ونسألك الرضا بعد القضاء ونسألك فضل العيش بعد الموت ونسألك القدر إلى وجهك والشوق إلى لقائك في غير ضراء وذرك. اللهم زينا بزينة الإيمان واجعلنا أهداك المهتدين.